What if I told you? A deadly disaster once moved at 35 miles per hour. Not water, not fire, but molasses. Yes, in 1919, a wave of thick, sticky syrup tore through a city, crushing buildings, trapping people, and leaving behind chaos no one could escape. This is the unbelievable story of the Great Molasses Flood. It was January 15, 1919, in the north end of Boston, a busy neighborhood filled with immigrants, workers, and families. At the center stood a massive steel tank, over 50 feet tall, holding more than 2 million gallons of molasses, owned by the United States Industrial Alcohol Company. This tank supplied molasses used for making alcohol, especially during a time when alcohol demand was rising before Prohibition. But something was terribly wrong. For months, the tank had been leaking. Residents said it groaned and creaked. Children would even collect the leaking molasses in cans. Instead of fixing it properly, the company painted the tank brown to hide the leaks. No proper safety checks. No warnings. A disaster waiting to happen. Then, at around 12:40 p.m., a loud rumble shook the ground. The tank exploded. Witnesses said it sounded like a machine gun. Others thought it was an earthquake. And then, a massive wave of molasses 25 feet high rushed through the streets at terrifying speed. The wave moved at nearly 35 miles per hour. It crushed buildings, flipped trucks, and ripped a fire station off its foundation. People were knocked off their feet instantly. Some were trapped, unable to move in the thick, sticky liquid. The more they struggled, the deeper they sank. Horses, people, entire structures, engulfed in molasses. It wasn't just a flood. It was a slow, suffocating nightmare. Rescue teams rushed in. Police, firefighters, even the Navy. But saving people wasn't easy. Molasses are thick, sticky and heavy. It trapped victims like glue. Rescuers had to wade through waist-deep syrup, cutting through debris, pulling survivors out one by one. The area remained sticky for weeks. Even the harbor turned brown. In the end, 21 people lost their lives. Over 150 were injured. The neighborhood was devastated. Families lost loved ones. Homes were destroyed. And the city of Boston would never forget the day it was drowned in molasses. The question was simple. Who was responsible? The company claimed anarchists had blown up the tank. But investigations told a different story. Poor construction, weak steel, no proper testing. The tank had been doomed from the start. After years of legal battles in the court, the company was held responsible. Victims were compensated. And most importantly, this disaster led to stricter building laws and safety regulations across the United States. A tragedy that changed how structures are built even today. Some say on hot summer days in Boston, you can still smell molasses in the air. A haunting reminder of one of history's strangest disasters. Do like and subscribe for more.